So good day ma'am, this is my video presentation entitled the blood analysis. So first is the lesson objective, which is to define the blood stain pattern analysis or the BSPA and to explain the importance of blood stain pattern analysis. So I am Danica Santos from the section of 3A2-1. So let's start. So the blood stain pattern analysis. Okay, so the interpretation of blood stain at the crime scene in order to recreate the action of that caused the blood or the bloodshed. So the analyst examined the sizes, the shape, the location, and the distribution from the region of origin to the area of convergence of the bloodshed in the crime scene. So there are types of blood stain, which is the passive stain, includes the droplets, the flows, and the pools of the blood in the crime scene. And next, in the blood or the transfer stain, meaning it results from the object coming into contact with the existing blood stain and leaving a wipes or the bloody shoe. So it can also be a tracing evidence. So next is the impact stain, meaning this is the spatter and also the gashes, splashes, and the arterial parts of the blood stain or the blood spatter in the crime scene. So next is the documentation of the bloodstain evidence. It is the most frequently used method in capturing the bloodstain is high resolution of photography. So and a scale or the ruler is placed next to the bloodstain to provide the accurate measurement, and photos are taken from every angle. So, para ma-identify nila ang angle where the blood came from, and also, nagpo-provide din sila ng mga measurement to measure or para masukat nila yung mga spatter at yung mga angulo ng mga bloods sa ating crime scene. So, next is the type of the blood spatter. First is the cast-off, meaning ito yung mga blood released and thrown from a blood-bearing object in the motion. So, ito yung mga kalat-kalat na blood spatter sa ating crime scene. So, next is the back spatter and the forward spatter. So, ang back spatter, ito yung mga blood that comes out entrance wound often lands with the weapon with or the perpetrator. And next is the forward spatter, which is the blood associated with the exit wound. So, ang scenario dito is, halimbawa ako yung papatayin ko yung kaharap ko sa noo, and then yung tumalsik na dugo from here forward sa akin na ako ang bumaril is yun ang back spatter, and yung tumagos na dugo naman dito is yun ang forward spatter. So next naman natin is the sampling blood stain for the DNA profiling, meaning the analyst or the investigator will typically soak or kukuha lang sila ng small amount or small samples ng mga blood sa ating crime scene para ma-examine nila, also to identify if it's came from the human or the animal blood, and also para ma-identify din nila kung duguan na ba yung suspect or yung biktima before the crime happened. So next is the importance of blood stain analysis. So isa sa pinakamahalagang function ng blood stain analysis ay sumuport sa mga corroborate and also sa mga witness statements and laboratory and post-mortem findings. So halimbawa nito is kung ang medical examiner ay na-determines na ang cause ng pagkamatay ng victim ay blunt force trauma sa ulo ng biktima, the pattern and volume of blood spatter ay dapat consistent with the blunt instrument na ginamit sa biktima. So, ang mga medical examiner or the pathologist ay chine-check ang mga injuries that cause the presence of the blood. So, next is the reconstruction of the crime scene. So, the analyst or gumagamit sila ng mga analysis data to put the contextual explanation to the stain pattern. So, ina-identify din ng mga examiner or ng mga investigador kung ano ba ang nangyaring krimen, and also para ma-identify din nila kung anong klaseng krimen ba ang nangyari, and kung ang dugo ba na yun is nanggaling sa biktima or sa suspect. So, next naman natin is the tool used to determine the area of convergence and the area of origin. So, unang-una is gumagamit sila ng mga elastic strings and protractors para ma-measure. So, first to do is the area of convergence, and the step 2 is gumagamit sila or ng ruler and the pen, and nagdo-draw sila ng mga lines through the axis of stains, and next is the draw through the multiple stains. So, para mas ma-identify din nila kung saan ba nanggaling or yung the bloodshed. And next is to measure the stain length. So, mini-measure din nila yan, and also yung stain width. And gumagamit na sila ng mga mathematical equation para ma-solve or ma-identify nila ang angle na pinagmulan ng spot ng ating bloodshed. So, dun lamang po. Thank you.